You are watching Strip Down Live, Saskatchewan's only award-winning one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. As always, I am your host, Curtis Anderson. It is our first show of 2020, and ladies and gentlemen, Respectful Child. You're watching Respectfulchild on Stripped Down Live. I sped through that introduction. It is a high-stress night for one Curtis Anderson. What I wanted to say during the intro was that I feel like we have, if my math is right, this show has spread across 3 decades. We started in 2008, so I think that would make sense. Again, don't trust my 52% math average of grade 12. Welcome. Welcome, Gan.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So much going on tonight. We are live on Facebook Live. We are live on YouTube, and I believe we're locked off live on Instagram. So yeah, there's a lot to wrap my mind around tonight, and I just wanted to get into this and get it going. And we have music, we have guests, we have cameras. It's going great. Thank you so much. I can exhale. You know of Stripped Down. Never been on Stripped Down. You were among friends tonight.
Yes.
Know lots of the crew.
Yeah.
And this dates all the way back to high school.
Yeah. I remember seeing, like, it would always be like a picture, like a group shot, and be like, oh man, they're all so cool. They all know how to work cameras and stuff and play music.
So were you musical back in high school as well? Musician?
Yeah. I've been playing music since I was like 4 years old, but like in a very trained, kind of restrained, classical kind of way. And I've only been doing this kind of stuff for like the last, I don't know, maybe 5 years or something.
And this being underwater violin?
Yeah.
I found it fascinating that you knew these folks in high school, and then like Dylan went and sang songs about cereal, and you created underwater violin.
I mean, it could be cereal violin. People told me underwater, and I was like, sure, go for it.
I
But
like that.
If people told me it was like milk and cereal violin, I would go with that too.
How do you describe it?
I mean, yeah, it's funny because I didn't have anything specific in mind when I started playing this stuff, and I just started like just taking what other people were describing to me. They were like, it's like brain explosions. It's like whatever. But like, if I'm trying to be really like, just like whatever, just try to get the point across, I'll say ambient and experimental, but it's basically my feelings.
And speaking of feelings, let's jump right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, our social media correspondent, she's back again in 2020. It's Bryn Kreisa.
Hey.
I like the hair, Bryn.
Thank you. Shout out to Hairstyle In.
Yeah.
This is an incredible show. Thank you so much for lining this up, Bryn.
My pleasure. I'm so happy to have Gan on here.
Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it. We're like streaming now, YouTube, Instagram. This is all new for us.
Yeah, it's like 3 times the pressure,
Right?
but in a good way. It's off to a good start, so.
Me and Bryn used to play music together.
Yeah.
Youth orchestra
Yeah.
days. So we're like, I'm in good company.
And we played soccer together,
Oh,
too.
yeah, soccer.
That's where we first met, I think. Just
You need to
wee
combine
ones.
youth orchestra and soccer. You've got
Yes.
a fun pastime for everyone.
Yeah.
Could be a little dangerous, but
That was a bridge to nowhere. I'm sorry, Bryn. What's going on social media?
I'm trying to monitor everything
Right?
going on here. I'm just like,
I am so out of
Multitasking.
my element tonight, Bryn.
yeah, we got it though.
Okay.
Right now, I'm on Facebook, and we have quite a few people tuning in, which is awesome. We have some comments.
Yay.
Jill says, just so cool and lovely, with a heart.
Aw.
Dean, who is actually a volunteer but isn't here tonight, has said artists who can rock a loop pedal well are the coolest.
Oh.
So
He's sad he didn't
Thanks
show
to
up
me.
tonight.
I bet
Right?
he is missing out.
Get down here.
Yeah, thanks again, Bryn.
My
It's nice
pleasure.
to see us take this next step here.
Yeah.
And you've been here since the beginning, spanning across 3 decades. Does that make sense? 2008? So the 08s and then the teens, and now we're in the
Oh,
20s?
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah, I was
but-
like, I'm not even 3 decades old. So
Yeah.
how that would work.
All right.
I see what you're saying. It
Yes.
works. Yeah.
Okay. So, should we go? Yeah, you're going to do 4 10-minute sets, which is, again, completely something new for us. So we should probably get some sponsorship out of the way. Let's give a big shout out to Earl Saskatoon. They know what's up. I don't know where I'm looking here. They are the title sponsor of Strip Down Live. This show would not be possible without the generous support of Earl Saskatoon. And I would like to remind everyone that after Strip Down Live ends at 9, you should all head to Earl's, as all bottle of wines are half off tonight. It's half off. tonight on Tuesday. That's right. And then Red Swan Pizza North, who feeds us after the show, E-West Music, and the Hairstyle Inn, which Bryn gave a big shout out to. I should also let people know that I have been actively uploading the original run of Strip Down on my personal YouTube page. So if you find Curtis Anderson, I'm dressed as the Macho Man. That's me. So you can go on there, and I finished the first season. So if you want to see what people like Teresa Securica, Jen Lane and Smoke Killer, Ultimate Power Duo, The Rebellion, Jay Semko and Kim Fontaine, Stephen Maguire were doing in 2008, click on that. I'm going to get all 213 episodes of the original run. I'm trying to keep a divide between, because it was stripped down,
Yeah.
and then it went away, and then it came back, and it's stripped down live.
2.0.
Yeah. How are we doing for time? Okay, yeah, we should probably take our first commercial break. This is a brand new format for everyone tonight, so let's baby step through this. We got lots more with Respectful Child coming up after this first commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, Respectful Child. We're spending 1 hour with Respectful Child here on the first episode of Stripped Down Live of 2020. Gan, thanks again for coming in.
Yeah, thanks
for
having me.
We are far from done. We're only half done. This is, out of 250 episodes we've done on the show, this has to be one of the most amazing and unique shows we've ever done. So thank you for that. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. What was it like bringing this experience to the prairies?
I never thought of it that way because I've always been here. So it just felt like it spawned here.
Did you have to find an audience, or did an audience find you? And I know an audience found you because I was reading the laundry list worth of awards you've won.
Oh, wow.
So
I guess it's kind of been a little bit of both. Like, I was really, like I said, I was like really new to trying to like play like live music and stuff. So like I had to kind of find myself first before an audience found me. But I feel like the music scene here, it's like a family because we're not super big or whatever. So people have been really supportive, just like with like giving advice or like being like, hey, do you want to record? And I'm like, I don't know how that works. And they're like, let me help you through it, you know? So it's kind of, it grew here first. And then, yeah, I guess I started like finding opportunities elsewhere, and it's been nice to be able to balance like having both.
that was a great answer. Yeah, let's throw it back over to our social media correspondent, Bryn Kreisa. Bryn, there's been some activity, and we didn't even promote the fact that we're giving away a $20 Earl's gift card. So
Right.
we've had social media interaction without bribery. 2020 is off to an amazing start.
Yeah, look at that, turning a new leaf. Yeah, speaking of the music community, like, and support, there are a lot of people tuning in over all of the platforms, and so
we did it.
that is awesome. I think a big part of it is you, Gan, because you are such a likable person. I know there's so many people that enjoy your music.
Sure,
so.
not me.
Sorry, Curtis.
It's fine. You had every right to laugh, Bryn.
There is a question. What are some of your musical influences?
Oh no, this is the worst question to ask me because I feel bad. Like, as a musician, I'm like, I should know this, but every time I ask that, I'm like, I have no idea what to say. Like, lately, I'm listening to like so much trap and house music, and oh my god, I guess like I can speak to like early on what helped me influence like kind of creating sounds was like was listening to like podcasts like Song Exploder, where each episode is like an artist breaking down one of their songs, and you like get to listen to how they like made it. And one of them was Daedalus, and he was talking about his song Experience, I think. And it was like, he was like, I consider this an electronic song, even though it just uses like toy xylophones and stuff like that. And yeah, I felt like that was kind of a cool way for me to like reframe my thinking, because I was like, I want to make electronic music. I have no idea how to handle software or hardware. I know how to use my violin, and I got a whole bunch of secondhand gear from my friends. Like, how do I turn that into electronic music, like in my own ways? So, yeah.
Before we take our second commercial break, I have to give a big shout out to my good friend Jill Cowan, who recently started up a therapeutic support group for those that have lost a loved one to suicide. It's called Healing to the Max, and it's kind of blowing up here. It's getting a lot of attention, and I'm really proud of her. She's working really hard. Again, you can find her on Facebook and Instagram, Jill Cowan. But they are having their first official steak night fundraiser, and I am no longer able to go after work. So it's Friday night, February 7th. Cocktails at 5:30, supper at 6:30. It's out at the soccer center at the Pleasure Way Pub. All proceeds are going to the program. So, as well as giving away 20 Earls Bucks, anyone who leaves us a comment, asks Gan a question, you have the chance to win, to get your name added to the Healing to the Max support group fundraiser, steak night fundraiser. Again, happening February 7th. If you want to do that out at the soccer center, just leave a comment, ask a question, and you could win that. We're giving away a lot of stuff at the end on Facebook Live, on Instagram, on I'm just so confused tonight. This has like tripled my work. On YouTube. I don't even know. I just know my
TikTok?
phone is going crazy. My phone is just like vibrating every 3 seconds, and it's exhilarating. We have to take our second commercial break, and we are running out of time. We got lots more with Respectful Child coming up right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, Respectful Child. This is where I said we'd take our last commercial break, but since we're so short on time, we're just going to scrap it. Oh, that's fine. No, this is exactly what we wanted tonight. Respectful Child here in the Stripped Down Live studios. It has been quite the hour.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. It has been a wild ride tonight. I have been like speed screaming my questions. This is the first time we have gone live on YouTube, the first time we've gone live locked off on Instagram, and we're still, I think, live on Facebook Live. So we're progressing as a show, always pushing forward. And speaking of always pushing forward, let's throw it back loud last time to Bryn Kreisa. Do you ever get tired of my like weird intros?
No, it keeps me on my toes.
All right.
Yeah.
We have another question which fits in perfectly with the wrap up.
Yes, it does. Brian has a question. He says, much respect for your music and your act. Where can we catch you live?
Oh, just what are my upcoming shows?
In other words, yeah.
I am playing in Edmonton on February 8th as part of an event with Mile Zero Dance. It's like it's in a pub. I can't remember the details, but if you follow me on social media, you'll get updates. And then I'm also going to be playing in Victoria and Vancouver at the end of February, and doing a lot of touring in April, from Winnipeg all the way out to Fredericton.
All these dots are connecting once, so people can get a hold of you at respectfulchild.com, and your handle is @respectfulchild.
I'm the only one.
Props for getting those social media handles.
You either get me or you get a lot of parents proud of their children that are growing up to be very respectful.
Did I pop up on there?
We'll have to see.
Probably not. All right, one last time, a big shout out to Earl Saskatoon, our title sponsor of Stripped Down Live tonight. All bottles of wine are half off because it's Tuesday. So yeah, head there right as soon as this show ends. Red Swan Pizza North, E-West Music, and The Hairstyle Inn. Is that it? I think we did it.
We did it.
Wow, first show of 2020. It went pretty darn smooth, Bryn.
It went very well.
Right? We did it. There was a lot going on today. Give a quick shout out to the crew just because I feel we need to. Here, our camera folks are Dylan, Doug, and Marlo, and pour one out for Spenny, who went home sick. And in the control room, we have Pat, Davis, and Eric, and the true unsung hero of Stripped Down, Mr. Jay Neufeld, who came in extra early and set up digital projectors, just making this, Wow. That's a lot of applause for Jay, and he deserves every decibel of it. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time tonight, Respectful Child. Thank you very much.
All right.